Hi everybody, my name is Aline and I'm consultant from the Information Lab. The topic is today is to use parameter to swap sheet. In fact, yes, good to know that this session is recorded. And if you have any question, please drop them in the Q&A chat and I will try to answer them as much as possible. In fact, using parameter to swap sheet, it's a great solution when you want to avoid cramming a dashboard with too many charts, but you still want to make them all available for your users. So during the first part, I will show you how to swap sheets in your dashboard with a simple parameter. Then the second part will be a bit more advanced because we will use the parameter action and also icons. So it will be swapping a chart with buttons with the help of a parameter action. Then for the last part, I will show you how to hide your parameter or filters when they don't have to be in the view. So we will create a dashboard that allow you to both swap sheets and to conditionally hide and show your parameter depending on which sheets it's in display. So first, I will show you what it looks like in the dashboard, and then I will go with through all the steps with you, and then we can build this together. So don't hesitate to tell me if I'm too slow, too fast. If you have questions, drop them in the Q&A chat, and I will do my best to answer them and to re-explain the steps. Okay, so now I will I will show you. We will make this kind of dashboard. In fact, the data set that we're gonna use today is the Women Economic Empowerment Index through the world. So these datasets come from the World Bank and was used during a Makeover Monday project. So you should have received this dataset with the email, or yes. So it's still time to download it. So now let me show you the dashboard, the three dashboards that we will build together. So the first one, in fact, it's the swap chart with parameter. So we have the index score by country region, and we have three different charts. Then we can, with this parameter, we can change the chart. So I have a map first, I have a bar chart, and then the last one is a timeline. So in this case, I have built the parameter and three sheets, each three charts. So three sheets, one parameter. So that's the first, that's the easiest solution. Then the second dashboard is also a swap sheet with a parameter action this time. So still the same three sheets, but with instead of a drop down, as I showed you in the first dashboard, it's with an icon. So I click, I have three icons on the right, and then if I click on the first one, then I have the map, then I have the bar chart, and the last one is the timeline. So for that, I've used a parameter, three sheets with the chart, and also three sheets for the icon. All right, and a parameter action. So that's the second part. And the last part is still the same data set. So here we have the index score, the average by country. So I have the complete map. But in fact, I have the possibility to have a partial map, so the top map, and I can choose which country, how many countries with the highest score are in the view. So I have a second parameter, and I can change. Here is the top 8 countries with the highest index score. So you see, if I choose complete map, then the second parameter disappears. So it's what we will learn today in the last part. So I will do it again. I like it. So top map, then this appears, and I can change my top and country. All right. So let me know if you have a question. I will have a look at the chat. Yes, okay, about the data set. So if you are ready, let's start with the first one. I will open the Q&A. So I will restart from scratch. I will just remove this dashboard. Up. Then I restart a dashboard from scratch. So I have my data set. You see this 5 July 2020, so it's this one. So for the first dashboard, we need to create 3 sheets. So one sheet with the map. So I go to sheet 1. I will rename it map, and then I will build the map. So I double click on country, and then I drag index score in color. In fact, it's an average. So let me change that change the default properties to set as an average. Like this in color. So this is my first sheet. Then the second one was a bar chart. So I create a new sheet. I will rename it bar chart. Okay, and then I drag country in rows and the index score in columns, like this, and I sort it. All right, with the label, it's better. So this is my map and my bar chart, and then the last one, it's a timeline. So I create a new sheet. I will rename it timeline. And here, in fact, I would like to see the evolution of the index score by region over the time. So I drag a region into rows. Then you have the field WPL report year. So in fact, it's by year, so I will drag it to column. And I will make it continuous. Maybe on your site it will be discrete, it depends. I think I've changed it when I did this dashboard. And then you drag index score into rows. Like this, we have a timeline for each region. Okay. So our 3 sheets are ready. So I will give you, yes, maybe 2 minutes. Let me know in the Q&A chat or in the chat if you are ready. All right. So you have to build first a map with the country and the index score. Then a bar chart with the index score by each country. And then you need the timeline. So by region, you have the index score over time. So when you create the timeline, maybe automatically Tableau, yes, you have maybe a bar, but you can change it here in the mark card for line or for an area chart. I prefer area, but it's my taste, so it's up to you. All right. So we have these 3 sheets. So now we have to create the dashboard. So I open a new dashboard, and we have to put these 3 sheets in this dashboard. So first, no, let's go back to my sheet. We will start with the parameter. It will be more easy. So we will create a parameter. So on the top left, create a parameter, select, we will name it select chart. And we have to change the data type for string and for list, right? So for each chart, we need to yes to give it a name. So the first one is the bar chart. Okay. Second one is the map, and the third one is the timeline. Okay, like this. So three values because we have three charts. Right. So I click OK. Okay, in fact, I already have created before, so I will click OK. I will cancel it and I will open it from here. So you see, select chart here, the same. I will just remove this. Okay, and now to make it work, I need to create a calculated field related to this parameter. So now I create a calculated field. I will call it, what I like when I work with Tableau, it's when I create a parameter, I like to give the same name of this parameter when I create the calculated field related to this parameter. So the name of the parameter was select chart. So I will call my calculated field select chart with a P at the end. Like this, I know this is the parameter. This is the calculated field related to this parameter. But it's up to you. I saw plenty of tips and how people does it. So here, in fact, I will just drop the parameter that I've created. So you should see it as in a purple. All right. Let me know. Yes, someone is asking because the field in the CSV are not the same. Which field? Because I've used the same CSV, so you should have the maybe WBL report here won't be the same. You have to, because it was a measure, so I just drag it into a dimension because it's a year. I think it was the only difference. And yes, and that's it. So normally it should work. And yes, the workbook will be short at the end. So first, we have created the parameter, select chart. Then we have to create a calculated field with this chart. I click OK. Then, so I have another question. So if you open the dataset, you see only one variable. Really strange. Because it's a CSV, so you need to open that CSV. Let me show you what is it. So Makeover Monday, and you have this CSV normally. So I think my colleague Emma share WeTransfer link, like this you are able to download it. But you need to open this CSV, all right? Yes, in fact, yes, I have a question about the index score. So for me, it's by default it's a sum, so you can transform it into an average. But it's a detail. It's just to make it more accurate, this data set. But it will be the same view at the end. Don't worry about that. So we need to the topic today is to focus on how to swap sheets. So if it's not exactly the same as me, don't worry. So I will continue my demo and then I will go back to the question again. So we have created three sheets, one parameter and one calculated field with the parameter in it. So now we need to drag the calculated field with the parameter in the filter. And also, so I click OK here, and also to show the parameter. So when you click on the parameter, if you want to see it in the view, you need to select show parameter. So that's the second line. And here it's my map. So on the right here, I select map here. And I have to change my filter. So this is a bit tricky. So I will re-explain it maybe twice or more if you need it, but it's really tricky, this part. So I select map. Okay, so now I see map. Then I go to my bar chart. I also put the parameter in the view. So I click on it, I select show parameter. Then I select the bar chart because I'm in the bar chart sheet. And then I drag my calculated field into the filter and I select bar chart in it. Okay, and I do the same with the timeline. So in the timeline, I put my parameter in the view, so show parameter. I select timeline, and now I drag the calculated field into the filter, and I select timeline. Okay. So here, two things, show the parameter and also drag the calculated field into filters. And now we are ready to go to the dashboard. So in the dashboard, we see we have three sheets here on the left. So first, we need to drag an horizontal container. So I hope you are familiar with container. So I drag it first, and then I see this is a container because I have a dark blue border. So now I need to drag these three sheets into this container. So I start with a map. So I drag it here. So I see I have this gray box and I still see the dark blue border. So I'm good to go. I drag it. Then I select bar chart and also drag it in this container. So here I still see the dark blue border and I see this light gray box on the left. So I'm good to go. I'm good to drop it. And the last one is the timeline, and I drag it as well. So I have to be sure that it's inside the container. It won't work if not. So I have the tree now, and you see automatically on the right, we can see the parameter. So it's on timeline. So we see timeline. We don't see bar chart and map. It's empty. So if I change for map, then now we saw map. But in fact, it's not nice because we still have a lot of space for the other sheets. So the trick is to hide the title. So I hide every title, hide, and now I have only one sheet who takes all of the space. So if I switch for another chart, then it fits my screen, for the container, in fact, timeline. Okay, so that's the trick to remove the title. So this is it for the first dashboard. So I will look at if you have any question. So I will redo it again. So for each sheet, you have to show the parameter in your view, select the chart of the sheet. So here I'm in the map, so I select the map. And then you need to drag the calculated field into the filter and select the chart. So here map is selected. So you need to do that for each sheet. And then for the dashboard, Let me do it again. You need first to drag an horizontal container. Then you drag each sheet in it. Hop, I was too fast and then I missed the second one. So the second one, then the timeline. So automatically the parameter appears on the right and it works. I can select the chart that I want to see, but in fact I have a lot of space. I still see the other sheet, so that's not really nice. So in fact, the trick is to remove the title. So I right click on the top of my sheet, right click, hide the title, and I do that for each sheet. And then you have your swap sheet parameter. Okay, I hope it works for all of you. Let me know if I'm too fast. Ah, yes, I have a question about why we use a parameter instead of making 3 different dashboards with different sheets, for example. But here it's more, yes, in fact, you have everything in one. So here we have only one dashboard and you can jump from one chart to another. If you create 3 different dashboards, then you have to, yes, to go from dashboard 1 to dashboard 2 to dashboard 3. So it's more work for the end user. So here your colleague will open the dashboard and he can immediately choose what he wants to see. So if it still doesn't work, even after removing the title, it might be that you have a fixed width. So if you select one sheet and you go to the arrow on the bottom, you see you have fixed width. It shouldn't be fixed. And this icon, the pin, shouldn't be white. So if I put it white like this, so it means that the width is fit. Then if I change, no, it doesn't work. So maybe it's your problem. So you need to be sure that the pin here is not white, should be transparent, and then it works. Okay, I will wait a few minutes, and yes, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask in the Q&A. And I can show you the step, and we can move to the second part. Ah, yes. So about parameters, so if you are not familiar with it, it also can be used as a, yes, there's plenty of use cases for parameters. So for example, you can use them to change the measures, so to change the KPI in your sheets. You can use them to, we will make another example after. For example, if you want to show the top 10 customers for sales, for example, and you want to be able to change if you want to see the top 10 or the top 20, then you can create a parameter for that. So that's, yes, that's an example, but if you go to Tableau website, you will find a lot of all of the functionalities about parameters. So someone is asking me to show the CSV. So the CSV is like this. So you have a big date field. Maybe you can try to open it with Excel. I really open it as a CSV directly, and it works. The only difference is the year. So because it was a measure, so it was not correct. It should be a dimension because it's discrete. And yes, that's it. Yes, if your dataset doesn't work, an option is to go to Makeover Monday, and you can try to download it from there, but it's the same. So maybe my colleague can also point you to Makeover Monday in the chat. And then you can download it. You can also go to, I will maybe make the, here you have Tableau public. So it is this data set. So I can also drag this, yes, this link into the chat. Hop. And then you can download this workbook, and then you will have the data set. So I have a question about the field I've created. Yes, so in fact, I have created first this parameter, select chart, and then I have created this calculated field. So select chart, and then in fact, it's only the parameter in it. It's like a filter. And then, in fact, I drop this filter, this calculated field into the filter. Yes, someone is asking why not using a filter, but in fact, you cannot. So, for example, I will use a filter if I want to see the different year. So I will drag the year into filter. But if I want here, I have no, yes, to be able to, I cannot use a filter directly. I need to create a parameter to be able to swap sheets. So the difference is in the filter, you need to drag a calculated field. So if you drag region, then you will be able to filter by region. And so parameter will be there, yes, to give more freedom to your colleague. For example, you can make a parameter with different KPI, and then you create a calculated field with this parameter in it and this different KPI, and then you will be able to switch. So in fact, for that, you need a parameter. So it's, yes, the parameter, if you are not familiar, I recommend you to watch, yes, there are plenty of videos about parameter. It's also part of the training, the Tableau training. If I have time at the end, I will show you maybe more example if you have finished. So I will show you the different charts. So the map here and the bar chart. Yes, it's empty because I need to change the parameter. This is the bar chart. So if everybody is ready, and because I don't see any question, we will move to the second dashboard. So the second dashboard will be this one. So instead of the drop down of the parameter, we will use this icon. All right. So good to know that we already have the 3 sheets. So then we need to create the icon here. So let's start creating those. In fact, the trick here is to create first I promise a small Excel. It should look like this, just 4 rows with the chart. So the first one is chart and then map. The order doesn't matter. So it should be map, bar chart, and a timeline, and it should match the parameter that we have created. So I will open both, like this you can see, edit, and the Excel. Yes, I'm sorry, I should have sent it with the email, but I forgot. But I think it's not too much work to create this. And then you need to open this Excel in the dashboards. So I will wait a few minutes to be sure that everybody is ready. Okay, so I hope everybody has this small Excel open in the workbook. Okay, so in fact we still have the 3 sheets: the map, the bar chart, and the timeline, and still the parameter. So now what we should do, so for each icon we need to create a new sheet with the new Excel. Let me open a new sheet. And so I click on the Excel one. So for me, it's the sheet 1 chart type, so it's my Excel. I need to create a new, no, I don't need to create anything here. And I need to drag chart into rows. And then you see it is my 3 chart type. And in the mark card, I select shape. And I drag again the chart dimension into shape. So I already have this icon in my Tableau repository, but maybe you can work for something else. If you have bars, you have already a bar chart here. So you can use it as for the bar chart, and maybe a black dot for the map, and the timeline could be an arrow, for example. So in fact, I downloaded this icon from flaticon.com, and then I added them in my Tableau repository. You have a shapes folder. Then you can find it in your Tableau desktop. So I have for my Excel, I drop a chart into rows and into shape. And now I need to create the first icon. So it will be the map icon. So I rename this sheet map icon map. All right. And I will filter to have only the map chart here. So I click OK. I will select entire view. And I don't need to see the map here on the left. So I will hide. I will deselect show header. And then I need to do that for the timeline and for the bar chart again. So I duplicate my sheet, duplicate, I change the filter, and I choose bar chart. Okay, I will rename it. Rename icon bar chart. Okay, and I do the same with the timeline. So duplicate, I change the filter, and I select timeline. Okay, I rename my sheet because it can be really confusing if it's not clear. So icon timeline. All right. So then once I have this, so the 3 sheets with the chart and the 3 sheets with the icon, I'm ready to go. So I create a new dashboard. So similar that what I've did the first time. So first I drag a container, an horizontal container, and then I need the 3 sheets with the chart, not with the icon. So like I did in the first step. So first map, then the bar chart, then the timeline. Okay, so I remove the title for each. All right. And now, so I can remove automatically in a container. Tableau put the legend and the parameters and filter. In this case, I don't need it, so I can remove it. Up, remove this, and I will drag another container, another vertical container for the icons on the right. So I drag this container outside the first one. So in this one, I will drag the icon. So I drag icon map, icon bar chart, and icon timeline. Again, I have another container that automatically Tableau built it, so I can remove it like this. I have so my container with the chart and another container with my icon. So I will remove the title because I don't really need this. All right. And now we have to create the parameter action to make it work, because if I click on the icon, nothing is happening. So I hope you are at this stage as well. Let me know if you want me to go again through this to this part. But I will go ahead and then I will show you again. So now that we have this, we have to build the parameter action. So I will go to dashboards, action, and here I select change parameter. So in this, so you can rename it. So I will keep it like parameter 1. In fact, you need to select the icon, the sheet with the icon. So I deselect what is not the icon. So you see here, icon sheets are only selected, icon bar chart, icon map, icon timeline. And I want to target the parameter that we have created at the beginning. So the select charts, and the field is the chart here. In fact, there is only one because it's the one from the Excel. And in fact, what does this parameter action? When you click on a sheet, so when you will click on bar chart, it will change the parameter. So it's why it's called parameter action. So you change the parameter. And aggregation is none, and you can keep it like that. Keep current value when clearing the selection. So I click OK. Okay. Oh, and now when I click on my icon, my sheet are swapping. Okay, does it work? Does it work also for you? Let me know, and I can show you again. I will reopen the parameter action here. So I will wait a few minutes and see if you have questions, And if you, yes, and then we will continue for the last part. All right, so the trick here is to create three charts, three graphs, then three sheets with the icon that you want, yes, to trigger the chart, and then you have the parameter and the parameter action. So that's the trick here. So if you don't have any question, I will move on to the last part. Okay, okay. So the last part is this dashboard. In fact, it's still the same data set, so in the index score by country, but here we have two maps. So we have the complete map, so you see all of the country, you see everything. And you have also the possibility to have another map with the top country, so the country with the highest index score. And when I select this map, I can, yes, I can choose how many country I want to see. So this is the highest. So for that, we need to create another parameter, and we also need to create two maps. So let's start with the map. So I will hide the other sheets of my other dashboard, like this is more clean. So let's create a new map because it's for to not confuse with the other one. So let's create a map with country and the index score into color. And then, so I will name it complete map. Then I will create another one called top map. So I do the same. In fact, I click on country and I drag index score into color. And then I want to see only the highest, the country with the highest index score. So I will drag country into filter. And I will select on the top right, top by field. So I will recreate another parameter from this window. So here my measure is index score in average. In fact, by default, Tableau put by 10, but I will create a parameter like this. My colleague can enter the value they want. So I select create a new parameter. Automatically, I have this create parameter box that appears. So I will name it top and country. And yes, so it will be a range. And yes, I don't want to be, so minimum it's 1, maximum let's put 25, but it's, you do what you want. And the step size is 1. I click OK, and now you see on the bottom left, we have these new parameters. Okay, and then if I put this parameter in the view, I can change the number of countries that are in the view. So I need also to create a parameter to be able to switch, to select which map I want to see. So like the others with the charts, then I need to create a parameter, sorry, not the calculated field, parameter, select map. So I will, yes, name it complete or top map. Give it the name that you want. So it's the data type is a string. Then in a list, I will put the value complete map and top country map. Okay. I'm checking if you have any question. No, seems all good. I click OK. So now I have this parameter. Again, I need to create a calculated field related to this parameter. So I create a calculated field. I will rename it like my parameter, complete or top map. And I put my parameter in it. Okay, so and again, I need to drag this parameter into a filter. So let me also show the parameter in the view. Show parameter. Here I'm in the top country map, so I select that. And then I drag my calculated field called complete or top map. Drag it into filter. And then I select top country map. And then I do the same for the complete map. Show parameter, complete map, and then I drag the field in the filter box. Okay, complete map. Okay. So now I'm ready to build my dashboard. So I just rename my top country map sheet, all right, and I open a new dashboard. New dashboard. So I will drag. I will drag first a container, so horizontal container, and I drag my complete map and my top country map in it. I hide the title, hide. Then I can switch. So I switch from top country map and complete map. In fact, you see, I still have, even when I have complete map selected, I still see top and country, but that doesn't make sense because I cannot interact with this parameter. I need to only see this parameter when the top country map is selected. So that would make sense. So it's a bit tricky, to be honest. Let me remove this index call legend here. Let me put a blank box on the top to have some space. And I will transform my complete or top map parameter into a floating box. So floating, and I will drag it here. And now what I need to do, I need to create two blank sheets. So I will create a new sheet called blank. I will call it blank top. You will understand why after. So blank top. I also need to create a calculated field called blank with the quote, because there is, I don't need to have anything in it. So I just put the two quotes here. I click OK, and then I need to drag this into a row. And I need to create a new calculated field that will filter if it's complete map or not in the view. So I create a calculated field, filter, filter complete map. And here I select my parameter complete on top map here, equal complete map. Okay. Then I need to drag this in the view, show the parameter, and it has to be on the complete map. So the first sheet that I need, it's the blank top. The parameter has to be on the complete map, and then I need to drag this filter complete map into filter box. So I can explain it multiple times because it's really, really tricky. So I drag it here, and then it has to be set as a false, in fact. So I will leave it like this, and I will select top country map. I will open it again, and then I see false, then it's correct. Okay. So now I need to create another blank sheet. So I duplicate the blank top. And in fact, I can rename it for the blank bottom. Up, like this. And then here I need to select complete map and set it to true. So it's the opposite of the first one. So this part is really, really tricky. It's normal that if you get lost, I will re-explain after. So I click OK. So I will set the space as an entire view, and I will color the sheet like this. You will understand what I will do with this. So the bottom will be blue, and the top will be yes, in orange like this. Okay. So now I'm back in my dashboard. Up, dashboard here. Let me check if I have another question before I continue my demo. So yes, I will show you what is in the blank sheet. So in the blank sheet, the blank top sheet, so the first one, the parameter is set to complete map, and the filter is set to false. So yes, in fact, it's the other, you need to, sorry, I'm confused. I hope I don't confuse you, but you need to select top country map and then set the filter to false. And in the other one is the opposite. So in the blank bottom, it will be, if you select complete map, the filter should be set on true. Okay, so now in my dashboard, I have to drag a floating vertical container. So I drag this. So this is a vertical container. And now I need to drag in it my parameter here, the top and country, because I want this one to disappear when I select complete map. So I make it, so I will drag it into my floating container. And in this floating container, I will also drag the blank top sheet on the top of this parameter, up like this. So blank top sheet, I remove the title. And the blank bottom, I will drag it in the bottom of the parameter. And you see now, the parameter is set on complete map. So I see my blank bottom sheet in blue. And now if I select top country map, then my parameter, it's a bit below, and we see the first sheet, so the top sheet. So in fact, I need, when I select complete map, the bottom sheet is pushing my parameter above, like this. So you see, it's above. And when I will select the top map, then the other sheet is pushing the parameter below. Hope this is clear. Up. So now you need to, in fact, to make it disappear from the view. So you select the parameter when it's top country map, and then I want to be on the same line. So top country map, top and country, I see it here. I select the container, and in the layout, I will set the Y negative. Like this, it will be out of the view. So you see, I decrease the Y. Like this, it will be out of the view. So I will just put minus maybe 130 like this. Yes, maybe a bit more. Yes, minus 130 like this, okay? And now if I select complete map, it's out of the view. I see only the blue sheet. In fact, the trick here is to just remove the color, and then you won't see it. So now if I'm back to top country map, I see my parameter again. Okay. So someone is asking to see the calculated field from the blank top sheet. So in fact, it's the calculated field named filter complete map. So I open it here. In fact, it's just to filter when the parameter is set on the complete map or not. And like this, when it's set on the complete map, then the bottom sheet has to push the parameter above. And when it's false, so when it's the top map, then the top sheet is pushing the parameter below. All right. So if you want, I can show you again the part with the floating container, because honestly, yes, I also struggled when I discovered this trick, these tips months ago. So I will show you again. Okay. So I remove it. So I remove this container. No, I just remove one. Yes, let's remove it. Okay, delete. Then I want to have my parameter back. Top and country here. So I drag in the view floating. It's really important. A floating vertical container. Oh, I drag it here. Then I drag my parameter in it, the top and country. Then I drag my blank top sheet on the top of my parameter. Let me put it tilt again. So blank top on the top and blank sheet bottom on the bottom of the parameter. Up, I add the title like this, you can see the color. And now you see here the parameter is set to top country map. So we see the first sheet, and when I select complete map, then you see the bottom sheet. And then you need to adjust this container in the view to hide, in fact, the parameter when it's complete map. So, okay, it's already time. I hope, really hope you enjoy this session. In fact, yes, it will be recorded and the dashboard will be shared. If you like it, if you like this kind of session, we have 2 others next week and the week after about creative chart design and LOD and listed LOD. So don't hesitate to register for these. I can still stay a few minutes if you have questions, and maybe I will see you in another session. Thank you.